Coming up on UB Football Insider with Lance Leipold from Ford Field in Detroit, we turn our spotlight on Bulls wide receiver Anthony Johnson, one of the top wideouts in the country. We'll tell you what makes him so good. You'll spend a day in his life, and we'll dazzle you with his top 5 plays from last year. We hope you're catching on. We are for this week's edition of UB Football Insider.
Khalil Hodge grabs him and throws him backward.
You can't stop Anthony Johnson.
Second down and 11. Tyree to throw again. Quarterback draw up the middle to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown. Tyree to throw, gonna hang it up deep down the far sideline, looking for Johnson, got it! Tyree fakes the handoff, drops to the pocket, hangs it up deep down the left side, looking for Johnson, got it! 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Looking left, throwing to the left, AJ with the UB TD.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Paul Peck, and welcome to UB Football Insider. We're at Ford Field in Detroit, a place where the Bulls are planning to be back again for the Mid-American Conference Championship game in late November. And if that happens, the big reason why will be the play of Bulls wide receiver Anthony Johnson. The nation is already noticing his outstanding talents. He's been placed on the watch list for the Maxwell Award given to college football's top player and the Bolitnikoff Award, which honors college football's top receiver. How has he done it? How has he turned into one of the nation's best players and a legitimate NFL draft pick prospect? Let's find out.
There's an uncoverable, so far, wide receiver.
Anthony Johnson took games over. There are first-round talent players on this team, period.
Tyree gonna throw deep downfield, looking for AJ, caught!
Jackson looking way downtown to the corner. What a ball! What a grab!
Anthony Johnson is not going to be stopped.
He can compete with anyone in the country, whether that be any other receivers on the list or any other corner safety that he's gonna go up against in the future.
Wheeled in by Johnson. He scores a Buffalo touchdown.
He's a tremendous athlete. Got great balance, great body control, great hands.
Anderson hangs it up deep into the end zone. Jump ball caught. Touchdown!
You can't stop Anthony Johnson.
You know, he's been able to go up and come down with the ball in traffic and things.
He just does a lot of freak stuff that you never really see. And then, I mean, everyone at practice looks around, the coaches look around, and everyone just goes, well, AJ's here.
Anthony Johnson, graduated high school out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, was a two-sport standout. You know, he was all-state in basketball as well as football.
Basically, all my life, my career was basketball. I started playing football 3rd, 4th grade. Middle school, I stopped playing completely. I didn't play again until 11th grade. And I started playing a few games. Then I was with a friend. I got in a car wreck with her. I flew out the back of the window. So I thought my career was over with. Went down to South Carolina. I took the concussion test. I ended up passing that just so I can come back and play. So my senior year, going into the season, my quarterback got arrested. But what messed my offer up was nobody knew what I wanted to do. Because I didn't sign on signing day. After that, I had to go the JUCO route.
We came across Anthony, who at that time was at Iowa Western. So we really checked into him. His video was good and in his junior college, but it wasn't as extensive.
Probably had solid numbers. I think he maybe only had like 20 catches and 3 or 4 touchdowns, if that. But showed us enough at a time where we wanted to increase our athleticism and overall speed at the receiver position. It was somebody that we definitely wanted to get into our program.
We thought the best thing to do for Anthony was to redshirt him. So when I sat down and talked to him about that redshirting, kind of gave me a look on his face like I was the crazy one in the room.
Looking back, I think that was the best thing, him redshirting and just, learning the plays, because when he came out last year, he was ready to go.
Anthony did not like redshirting at all. And then last year, as we're, kind of midway through our season, he goes, the best thing I ever did was, I said, well, he goes, redshirt.
Guy that I'm super excited about, and I think Bulls fans will be too, is a junior college player who was here last year but redshirted. His name is Anthony Johnson. He is 6'2", 200 pounds.
To come out of the gate, I guess, against Minnesota in the first quarter and the 2 consecutive plays.
Tyree drops back in the pocket. Looks gonna hang it up. Deep down the near sideline, looking for Johnson. Got it!
Looks like he's got a new favorite target.
1st and 10 from the 16. Tyree gonna throw into the end zone for Johnson again. Bullseye! It's a Buffalo touchdown!
I think a lot of people would be surprised when they would come see him because, you know, AJ's not a guy that's gonna be screaming and jumping up and down. He's really even kill.
Anthony's very competitive, and he wants to, you know, what he has learned to do here is try to be competitive every play in practice. That's a key thing.
He just does a lot of crazy stuff, like just in practice. Maybe he'll just come across the middle and you'll throw it as hard as you can, and then he'll just catch it with one hand and start laughing and stuff like that.
I have seen I've seen it from, you know, from junior college. He would send me in the summer when he's studying and doing stuff during that course summer, he'd send me those videos, okay? So I got to see him doing plenty of things, and I would always respond, okay, but how's the English class going? If our best players on our team improve the most, then I think we have a chance to have a good team.
Tyree, hang it up, left side, corner, end zone. That's a Buffalo touchdown. Tyree pumps, fires towards the end zone. It's caught. Anthony Johnson, touchdown. Tyree throws to the right.
3 for 3 in the red zone from Anthony Johnson.
Hangs it up deep downfield. AJ's got it at the 20. 15, 10, 5, bullseye. It's the 4th touchdown catch of the game for Anthony Johnson.
It's a unique relationship, quarterback and receiver, and I think the one that people don't see all the time. It's the summertime work, you know, whether it be eye contact, that something's going to happen. And I think those guys have really, you know, Tyree and AJ have really worked hard at developing that.
Me and AJ, you know, we got a good relationship, and we really don't have to verbalize a lot of stuff to each other. You just know, like, you just look over, he sees the guy, I see the guy, we look over, and he knows what to do, and then he runs it, and he scores a touchdown.
Tyree fakes the handoff, drops to the pocket, hangs it up deep down the left side, looking for Johnson, got it, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
As his game has been elevated, he has assumed the role that he has to be a little bit more out in the forefront in a leadership, and realizes that more eyes are on him, whether it be within the program of his fellow teammates, or maybe the opposition trying to find ways to slow him down.
The NFL is going to find the best football players, whether it be FCS football, D2, D3.
You know, I've seen a lot of players and I've seen a lot of teams just from watching film, and, you know, he does a lot of things that people can't coach. You know, he's a tall guy. He runs a 4.4 laser.
He is a legit pro prospect, a legit first-round talent.
He is the fastest bull, and oh, by the way, he's got some bloodlines. He is Jadeveon Clowney's cousin.
Yeah, I didn't know Clowney was his cousin until one day in the locker room he was FaceTiming. I'm like, who's that? He goes, just Jadeveon Clowney. I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey, getting his work in.
He's stuck.
That's it.
He's stuck.
That been hurt.
I mean, having Jadeveon as a cousin is pretty good, you know. Like, I've seen, like, what it took to be there. Like, I look up to him, like, working out-wise. Like, when I go home, we work out together. Like, he pushes me. He tells me what's the expectation, like, for the next level.
Well, right now, I think he's got an outstanding chance to play on Sundays, and as he continues to work hard and, you know, polish his game and work on things, I think he's already had those type of grades put on him, and I think his motivation to continue to work, whether it be on size and you know, maybe body weight or strength or something technique-wise, I think Anthony's a very motivated young man that he wants to show that last year was not a fluke.
I just want to be the best player I can be. I know I'm probably going to get double teamed, but I got to push through that and just do what I got to do, whatever I got to do to help his team.
Coming up, we spent a day in the life with Bulls star wide receiver Anthony Johnson. UB Football Insider returns right after this.
Welcome back to UB Football Insider. This segment is presented by CEFQ, changing lives every day.
Welcome back to UB Football Insider from Ford Field in Detroit. We continue to focus on Bulls wide receiver Anthony Johnson. Last year, one of the great breakout seasons in UB football history. His 14 touchdowns set a school record. His 1,356 yards ranked second in the country. But it all comes from a guy who is pretty well grounded, thanks to a lot of his NFL connections. And you'll see that as we spend a day in the life of the man they call AJ.
Good morning, guys. I'm Anthony Johnson, wide receiver for the UB Bulls, and today is a day in life. It's about 8:50, and I'm getting ready to head to class early. And so right now, we're gonna head to my teammate's room, Chuck Harris. You up? Come on, man. See, if I don't call him in the morning, you know he won't wake up. I gotta keep an eye on him. Pretty much I got 2 classes today. After class, I go eat. After that, I go get a little treatment, you know, on my legs, my back, so I won't be tight. And after that, we got meetings after that, and then practice. We better pass this test, you know what I'm saying? Confident. We're gonna walk out with smiles on our face today. It's go time. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out one of the best corners here, man, number 9, take them slack. You know what I'm saying? We got official running back, you know, Hulk, you know what I'm saying? 2-4. Oh, he threw it. Yeah. He ain't want to fight. Yeah. I got class. Got a quiz, 2 questions. We had to write half a page for both. I know it was a lot of writing, but I think I did pretty good. I come here and get the chicken and rice, little veggies. Yeah, I don't like switch my meal up. I eat the same thing all the time. Pretty picky.
We don't gotta stretch out, keep my body loose, it's gonna be tight. That's what I've been trying to work on this year, staying flexible and stuff.
Who's ready to get better today? So as we come, guys, the way we're gonna work the drill, we're gonna work a one-handed block. It makes you a little bit longer if you reach with one hand. It also forces your head down to see it off his foot. You with me there, guys? So as we're doing the drill today, you'll run through the block, work into the block point, which is at 9 yards. We're gonna reach and take it right off coach's hand. You're gonna get set, go, rip through, get to the block point, good.
You are catching 80-yarder. He's in the trenches. Yeah. I'm here. I'm in the trenches. Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't.
I can play D-line.
You can play D-line right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 wings. What do you want to do? Barbecue?
I'm gonna get 10 mild. I'm not a hot guy. I can't do that. I don't do the spicy, none of that. I can't do it. The mild is like just in the middle is just right. Yeah, they on point today. Off to my teammate's room, KJ, to play a little Mario Kart. Yes! Come on! Yes! I should get this on camera. Get this on camera. Yeah! Yeah! I just want to say thanks for following me around today on my day in life. Anthony Johnson, 83. Let's go Bulls.
Coming up,
we narrowed down the top plays from Anthony Johnson's record-breaking 2017 season. And we go behind the wheel with wide receivers coach Rob Ianello. That's next on UB Football Insider.
Welcome back to UB Football Insider. This segment is presented by Town BMW, the official auto partner of UB Athletics.
Welcome back to UB Football Insider with Lance Leipold. My name is Paul Peck at Ford Field in Detroit. We're here for the Mid-American Conference Media Day, where a lot of the focus has been on Anthony Johnson. During the summer, a lot of focus was on AJ because of his amazing YouTube clip that you saw a little bit earlier. But last year, it was all about 14 touchdowns, a school record, and 6 games of 140 yards receiving or more, the most in the country. Kind of hard to pick, but we did it. Here are Anthony Johnson's top 5 plays.
It's time now for AJ's top plays from last season. Brought to you by ECMC. The difference between healthcare and true care. Number 5.
Tyree drops back in the pocket. Looks, gonna hang it up. Deep down the near sideline, looking for Johnson. Got it! Inside the 20-yard line. What a catch by Anthony Johnson.
Number 4.
1st and 10 for the Bulls from the 47-yard line. Tyree to throw. Gonna hang it up deep down the far sideline. Looking for Johnson. Got it! Inside the 5-yard line.
Number 3.
2nd down and 10. Tyree to throw again in the pocket. Fires the ball up deep down the sideline. Anthony Johnson got it at the 30, at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Bullseye!
Number 2.
2nd down and 7 to the pistol formation. Tyree fakes the handoff, drops in the pocket, hangs it up deep down the left side, looking for Johnson. Got it. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Guys, what are we watching in this combination of quarterback and wide receiver?
Number 1.
2nd down and 10 from the 25. Bulls must have a touchdown to tie. Fake the handoff. Anderson hangs it up deep into the end zone. Jump ball caught. Touchdown!
You can't stop Anthony Johnson.
It was a little over 2 years ago when Anthony Johnson was wrapping up his career in junior college and trying to decide where he wanted to play Division I football. Well, that's when Bulls wide receivers coach Rob Ianello shifted his recruiting efforts into high gear. Well, today we let Ianello play with the gears and step on the gas a little more. It's time for Coaches in Cars.
I've never been with a genius before. I'm excited to be with you today.
You're smarter already.
I feel it.
Today we have here the 2018 BMW 430i X-Drive convertible. This actually has a 2-liter 4-cylinder single turbo engine, 248 horsepower, but still maintains about 33 miles per gallon on the highway.
Oh, wow.
And our cars do also come with 3 different drive modes. They have comfort mode, which we're in right now. We have sport mode as well as eco pro mode. This is where you'll be able to get a good feeling for the acceleration. And if you want, we can actually do what we call, yes, we can do a wheelie. We'll figure a way to do a wheelie in this thing. Yeah, you can get on it as comfortable as you like here.
Woo! I'll tell you what, that was easy.
Little horns up here. It's very practical, you know, with the hard top. You don't hear a lot of outside road noise, which I'm sure you've experienced. You would almost think that you're in a coupe. Drop the top while you're driving, you just push this button down.
Man.
Rolls all the windows down.
That's something.
Pretty incredible, right?
It is.
Just like that.
Yeah, and I can go no hands driving
That's
here
right.
with the top down at Town BMW. Horns up. Woohoo!
Coming up, the Bulls are in the dog days of training camp. We take a look at how they're faring on the practice field. UB Football Insider continues in a moment.
This is UB Football Insider, presented by ECMC, the difference between healthcare and true care.
Welcome back to UB Football Insider. We're at Ford Field in Detroit, where the Bulls are hoping to be back for the MAC championship game in late November to bookend the one they won 10 years ago in 2008. There has never been this much excitement and hype about a UB football season, but it has to happen on the field, and that's what the team has spent most of preseason training camp getting ready for.
You know, we always try to do some type of field position situation to start the drives, but we wanted to get a little bit at the beginning with some clock management type things, some situations that could be, you know, a pin punt or a field goal or a go for it and things like that. And so we're trying to stress the guys that, you know, not just you know, the execution of things, the mental part of what the gymnastics, so to speak, would be for that. And I thought we handled that part well. You know, we got off to a good start on some things.
I think it went pretty well for the offense and the defense. Offense was moving the ball. Smoke was running the ball good. I feel like the offense is moving great. We got a lot of playmakers from receivers to running backs, the big offensive line. I just think we got a lot of weapons that we can use.
We know some of the experienced players in the program that have been, you know, have game snaps under them. We got to continue to find a few positions and guys that are going to rotate and do those things, get our young players caught up, and then start implementing the game plan.
Overall, it went really well. We got better on all fronts, especially defensively. We're filling gaps more and definitely getting the plays down. Personally, I want to push the younger guys forward because we need them to play. We need more depth defensive line-wise, and hopefully pushing them forward. You're seeing lower chargers. They're doing way better, getting the calls down and playing way faster.
There's a lot installed on both sides. Now we got to start refining. We're trying to see who can handle the overload of that, and now we can reduce it and get guys into certain roles a little bit. I think special teams-wise, we'll continue to progress and do more situations. Now it's time to get in and watch the film of it and get it graded and see what we really got to address.
It all gets started for the Bulls on Saturday, September 1st, a 6 o'clock kickoff at home against Delaware State, one of 3 home games in the month of September for UB. There'll be lots of eyes at that game on Anthony Johnson, including eyes of some NFL scouts. Make sure your eyes are there, too, to see one of the real, true prospects heading into the NFL Draft. We'll see you there, and we'll see you next week on UB Football Insider.